Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Uncle Sam, and welcome to another What We're Watching Wednesday. This week, I've got a three-parter, I've got a stand-up special, I've got a TV show, and I've got a movie for you, so let's check it out.
What We're Watching Wednesdays.
Alright, so first I want to talk about Jeff Dye. He is a stand-up comedian, and he's got a brand new special out. As a matter of fact, it's his first ever special. It's just released last weekend or the weekend before. It's called The Last Cowboy. It's right about an hour long, and it is on YouTube. If you haven't heard about Jeff, he has gotten fairly popular since he had an accident and, well, he ran. He was under the influence. I will say his special has a lot to do with that type of stuff. I'm sorry, Jeff, but you don't have a disease. However, I will say Jeff has been on Fox News here lately. Special as he's not a woke guy. For an LA comedian, he's not a woke guy. It's pretty fun. If you're into stand-up and if you haven't heard of Jeff Dye, then you must be under a rock. And if you have heard of him, then you need to get on YouTube and find his special. So it's called The Last Cowboy. All right. I want to bring to you the 2018 dramatic, epic movie called Free State of Jones. It's on Netflix also. Stars Matthew McConaughey as Newt Knight, Gugu Mbatha-Ra as Rachel, Keri Russell as Serena, and Mahershala Ali as the Moses. I'm a big fan of Ali, man. I really do like most everything he's in. Newt is a Confederate Army deserter who returns to his home in Jones County, Mississippi, and is being hunted by the Army. He is a deserter of the Civil War. I'm joining with an unlikely group of men, Moses being one of them, the local women who are being robbed by the soldiers in order to fund and feed the war are tired of the abuse, and they join the fight along with Rachel and other slaves that are seeking freedom. As many more soldiers become disillusioned with the war, his militia grows. But if we've learned anything, racist Democrats will stop at nothing to keep their property, and I do use that word loosely. So there's an intriguing story that takes place along with our main story that does highlight some of the more disgusting aspects of our great country's history. This is a very beautiful story. I was hooked right away, man. As soon as I saw the trailer, I was into it. So it's a beautiful story that is filled with angst, retribution, and heartache. I will warn you, there's some extremely difficult scenes in this movie. It is not for the weak of heart, but it's a beautiful story, and it's 100% worth watching. Watch it all the way through. You just can't help but to love these people, and I'll tell you what, I turned it on one evening like 8 o'clock, and I thought I was gonna go to bed. I'd watch it and probably fall asleep watching it, but by the time it was over, I was not ready to go to sleep. It's a very intriguing movie. I loved it from the start to finish. All right. Next, I want to tell you about, this is a little different. It's called Murder Mindfully. It's an 8-episode series on Netflix. It just came out this year. It is a German comedy. It has an English dub. It's not bad as far as dubs go. I could actually watch it. A mature rated show. I'll go ahead and tell you that right off the top for everything. I'm crying out loud. It's called Murder Mindfully. Tom Schilling plays Bjorn Demmel, a lawyer whose marriage is on the rocks, and Emily Cox as his wife, Katharina. Bjorn goes on a mindfulness retreat in order to restore his work-life balance when his main client, Dragan, has a series of unfortunate accidents that leave Bjorn in charge of a gang of mobsters, who, by the way, are in the middle of a turf war. So along with Sasha, who is played by Murathan Muslu, I hope I said his name correctly. I really enjoyed Sasha. I thought he was probably one of the coolest characters of the whole show. So Bjorn must become a murderer in order to keep these two gangs from killing each other. In the meantime, he also has to find out who the rat in their organization is in order to keep this thing from happening. Like I mentioned, it's a German comedy, so don't even think about taking it serious. I found the story to be very charming, and probably Sasha was my favorite. It's just his, like, you need someone like that to keep the cool, and give it a chance if you're into that type of stuff. If you like a good comedy, Like I said, very MA rating. It's not for the squeamish. So these are going to be my picks for this week. Jeff Dye, Last Cowboy in LA, The Free State of Jones, and Murder Mindfully. So this has been Uncle Sam, and we just want to say thank you. Don't forget to check out all the other wonderful shows that we have on this channel. We love you guys, and peace.
What we're watching Wednesdays.